We're being recorded. I'm now going to admit anyone in the waiting room. Good morning. This is a hearing before the Licensing Board for the City of Boston. Today is May 21st, 2020. This hearing is being recorded and is being conducted pursuant to Governor Baker's emergency order regarding the open meeting law. This hearing will be posted to the Licensing Board website within 24 hours. Please note, while this hearing is open to the public, we do not accept testimony during the voting hearing. The first item is Four Seasons of Massachusetts, Inc., doing business as Four Seasons, located at 200 Boylston Street. Holder of an in-holder all-alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from William Ross Taylor to Alyssa J. Lawrence.
I have no issues.
No concerns at all.
Agreed.
Granted. Brighton Beverage Corporation, doing business as Martinetti Liquors, located at 1650 Soldiers Field Road. Holder of a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license and location from the above referenced business to Lee's Quick Pick, Inc., doing business as Lee's Market, 1591 Commonwealth Avenue. On first floor of building, sales area with multiple coolers and backroom storage, 1,600 square feet, Anil Kumar M. Patel, also known as Anil Kumar Mafatel Patel. Manager, 11 p.m. closing hour. For the record, the licensee applicant offered no nips, no singles as a condition during the hearing.
I think they also offered its 10:30 closing hour.
Correct, 10:30 p.m. closing hour.
Okay. I have no issues with this, and I vote to grant this, approve this transfer.
As do I.
I third.
Item 2 is granted. The Daily Market LLC, doing business as the Daily Market LLC, located at 105 Savin Hill Avenue, has applied for a retail package store malt and wine license to be exercised in the above. The premise includes a portion of the basement, 650 square feet, specifically 3 rooms consisting of back of the house storage space, walk-in cooler, walk-in freezer, and kitchen and preparation area. In the entirety of the commercial habitable space on the first floor, 215 square feet, specifically front of house grocery store, consisting of open space grocery store, deli counter, and bakery station with 2 bathrooms and 2 storage room areas. Manager, John C. McDonough, closing hour 9 p.m. For the record, the applicant has agreed to a no singles condition on the license, should it be granted, and has also requested a temporary common vitular food only license in the bottom area of the premise, pending a separate application before the board.
Thanks. I think the applicant adequately described the public need for this type of license in this neighborhood, so I vote to approve this license.
Agreed.
I agree.
Item 3 is granted. Allium Market LLC, doing business as Allium Market, located at 1 Design Center Place, has applied for a retail package store malt and wine license to be exercised in the above 176 square foot kiosk located within the Boston Design Center East on the first floor. Manager, Talia Glass, closing hour 11 p.m.
I think agenda item number 4, that application as well adequately described the public need for this type of license at this location, so I vote to grant this license.
I agree.
I do as well.
Item 4 is granted. Turning to old and new business before the board. Before the board today is a proposed emergency amendment to the board's general rules, section 1.06, codifying the administrative review and approval by the board of a temporary extension of licensed premise onto outdoor space, utilizing the board's existing one-day amendment to existing license application and review process. I will read the proposed language into the record. Amending board's general rule 1.06 to include section J. A licensee requesting to temporarily extend the licensed premise to contiguous outdoor space may apply to do so utilizing the board's one-day amendment to existing license application. The board, at its discretion, may request any additional information or supporting documentation necessary to review the request. Such review and approval shall be conducted administratively by the board. The granting of any such request shall be on a temporary, non-precedent setting basis, and shall not constitute an alteration of premise or a permanent change of description. For the record, this proposed emergency amendment is being considered pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 2, which allows for the immediate adoption or amendment of a regulation which the board finds is necessary for the preservation of public health, safety, or general welfare, and the observance of the requirements of notice at a public hearing would be contrary to the public interest.
Thanks, Leslie. I think this is an important amendment that the board has before them today, given the ongoing COVID-19 related public health crisis. And I'm pleased that we have the flexibility and the ability to enact this through this change to the rules and regs. I know the restaurants have really been suffering, and whatever the board can do in conjunction with other city agencies to help them get back on their feet in a safe way, I'm glad we have the tools to do so. I think outdoor dining options are important, not only for the health and safety of patrons, but for the livelihood of our neighborhoods that have already been severely impacted. So I vote in favor of these proposed emergency amendments which only codifies the board's existing process for such a temporary extension and provides greater clarity for our licensees in the coming weeks and months.
I totally agree.
I agree for all those reasons, and I have nothing to add. Thank you.
And the proposed emergency regulation is enacted. Second item in old and new, before the board is the proposed citywide removal of the condition of alcohol with food only on outdoor space or any condition that prohibits the sale and service of alcohol on outdoor space without the service of a food item. This would administratively remove such conditions and would require no additional action on the part of the licensee. All other terms of each respective license, including any other conditions, would remain in full force and effect.
Thanks, Leslie. This specific condition dates back to previous administrations. It's not something that this board has ever enforced. Removing this condition provides our licensees greater flexibility to provide outdoor dining options. And for those reasons, I vote in favor of the removal of this condition.
I vote in favor as well.
I agree as well.
And the removal of this condition is passed. We will not be issuing new licenses for the record. We will be notifying licensees and our licensed premise inspection unit. And during this year's renewal process, we will then administratively remove these conditions, but this does take effect once the prohibition of on-premise consumption is lifted. And that is the last item before the board today. That concludes our voting agenda. Thank you, and thank you anyone who was here in attendance.
Thanks.
Thank you.